brand new battery, brand new alternator, and yet the battery is dead, or kind of dead. We're at the Walmart in Marquette, Michigan. Expectations versus reality. Been a crazy week. So we're not really sure why the battery is kind of draining a little bit. This is a brand new battery. Something is on at night or something is decharging the battery. We're not really sure. Could actually be our secondary battery that's causing problems. But we're not sure. The main thing is having the right tools for the right job, and that's why we have a battery charger. I would say our Predator 3500, our generator has already paid for itself in this case. It only takes about 5-6 minutes to charge the battery and the van starts. So I'm not too worried about it. I am going to disconnect the battery though when we get to our next campground, so I don't have to jump it again. I think the main thing is just having the right tools for the right job and know what's going to happen, could happen out on the road. Dead batteries, alternators, they're all part of the journey. And so choose wisely when you're looking at gear, as far as what on the road gear are you going to need to successfully get you back on the road again. And I think that's a lot of expectations versus reality that YouTube videos don't really show, because a lot of stuff goes wrong. And so it's been an interesting week. Yeah, been an interesting week. So it's kind of been organized chaos, I would say, this week. We've had 2 backpacking trips that are taking with our guests from our podcast. One of them was on Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. We did quite a few miles, about 3 days worth of that, and then we're going to Isle Royale on the seaplane. And we got a lot to do. We're working up here, backpacking trips, van breaking down, towing the Airstream. It's just been kind of a whirlwind of trying to keep it all together. For people that don't know, Ariane and I are outdoor guides, so we are constantly putting adventure trips together and getting people out on the trail from our podcast. That's one of the ways we make money here on the road. As a matter of fact, this week we invited a special guest to go with us on his birthday. The van is running. I know. Pack up fast. We'll be able to pull out of Walmart today.
It's a very good thing I do this so frequently that I can like pack in a jiff.
Yeah. So we started using this app called Nomads Near Me. That was developed by Nathan and Marissa Moss from Less Junk More Journey. Well, when we opened up the app to see who was around us, Less Junk More Journey popped up, and they were just a few miles away from us. So, like, wow, that's weird. So we sent them a message saying, hey, we're in the area. Would you mind if we drop by, and do you want to see an Airstream with a wood-burning stove in it? He was like, yes. So we went over there and met them. They were very gracious to spend an hour talking to us. It was just us. It was just us and them. We didn't want anything from them. We didn't want a video collab. We wanted nothing to do with YouTube. We just wanted to say thanks for kind of inspiring us to push through the muck and the mistakes and sometimes the hardships when it comes to full-time RVing. And I think those guys do it pretty well. So that's really what we wanted to say to them. So we were very thankful that they met with us. We had a good time, got to meet the kids, and it was pretty good. So after we talked to them, of course, we found out it was Nathan's birthday, and we had a seat on the seaplane that was available. And so we said, hey, do you want to go to Isle Royale via seaplane? And Marissa's eyes popped up, and Nathan's eyes popped up, and you could see the hope, like the yes, but then the reality of not being able to do it. It was very spontaneous, by the way, and we didn't know it was his birthday, but we want to offer that to him because it's not really about, it's really about the people and and introducing people to something that they normally wouldn't be able to do, or sometimes think they can't do. And so that's really the joy that Ariane and I get from doing what we do and taking people out on adventure trips. So we thought for a minute he was going to go, but you know, obviously it's just logistically would be impossible to do that. So we said bye, and we were on our way to Houghton, Michigan. So Ariane left for IRL today. We made it to Houghton with limping along with our alternator battery issues that are still happening, but we're here, and it was kind of sad to see her go today, but I know she's gonna have an adventure of a lifetime. Petrucci, ready to go?
I am.
Got your IRL mask on. And I'm here to try to figure everything else out for the rest of the week. We are here at the City of Houghton Recreation Area, and it's kind of like a beach, canal beach kind of rec area, and then they have the RV campground. And I have to say, it's pretty damn nice out here. I'm going to do a complete review of this campground in my next video, so you guys can see some pretty awesome spots for $25 a night. And you'll be able to camp right off of Lake Superior, which we've been able to do so far on our trip to the UP. So stay tuned for that. So as far as getting here and kind of limping up through the UP with a battery and alternator issue, I can tell you that there's been a couple things that have really saved us. And in the beginning of the video, I talked about having the right gear, and that couldn't even be more truer. So we've been stuck on more backcountry forest roads in the 20 years I've been backpacking that I even care to count, which kind of taught me something about the backup plan. And in the last video, of course, we talked about you know, having a plan if your tow vehicle breaks down, but also have a plan in case your tow vehicle is just dead and gets stuck. Which happens a lot. So I bought a battery charger that is a smart battery charger. It tells you everything diagnostically what could be wrong with your battery. So that was a huge key in doing that. I'll put a link to that product down below. And I also got a battery tester. And the battery tester is almost as important because you want to know if your battery is draining. And I was able to tell exactly what was draining the battery. In fact, I pinpointed it to a specific source. And I can tell you, the source started in Midland, Michigan. Our battery light went on, and we had to figure out what was wrong pretty quick. Ends up it was our alternator, and we bought an alternator from AutoZone, and it was a bad alternator. So it got us here, but then it just went all over the place and started discharging our battery. So that is fixed. That has been taken care of. But had I not had the right equipment to be able to diagnose that, I would have driven blindly into an auto mechanic and said, hey, I don't know what's wrong with the car. And I think that's one of the things you have to watch when you're in local towns. If you can diagnose a problem yourself with the right tools and the right gear, you're really giving yourself better than average odds to get it fixed right. So as far as expectations versus reality of RVing goes, I will say this, is that Ariane and I go by a model. Have low expectations and have a high serenity level. high expectations usually means a low serenity level. And so, we've kind of prepped ourselves and planned and kind of put in our heads that don't really expect the same output and the same experience or the same feeling that that you get watching other people's adventures or other people's journeys. This journey is ours, and we're going to own it. And I think the good and the bad is normal. I think nothing is going to go exactly the way you think it's going to go. And I think that if you set your expectations low, then when the good things happen, they're just that much better and more exciting for you. So yeah, we've been able to really have an awesome journey so far. We've seen the beautiful parts of the UP. We've been in rain. We've been in wind. It's chilly up here right now. I almost lit the wood burning stove the other night, but it's beautiful. And that's really what we are here about. And it's really about meeting people and getting to know them and connecting and building a tribe. I wouldn't be doing this. I'm not doing this for anything else but to, try to connect with people and meet people, and at some point in time build a really good community through not just our channel, but our Nomadic Idea to travel. I'm certainly not doing it for the 100 views that we get per video. I'm certainly not doing it for the money. I'm not doing it for the fame and fortune. But if I can do anything like we've done on our podcast, as far as meeting people, taking them backpacking, meeting them even through an app, doesn't make any difference. And those friendships that we've made and the people that we've gotten to know, man, it's just phenomenal. And that's really what our Nomadic Idea is all about. It's really about you guys. So I think that's about it. Expectations versus reality. Expectations low, serenity level high. We'll see you guys on our next adventure. Bye.